So what's up, this is Kinkezi is the name. So guys, I've got a topic here that is very controversial and I think we all have to participate in it. There's this talk that has been going on that Kenya is better than Tanzania or the vice versa. I know it's not up to me to weigh which country is better than the other, but unfortunately the story will have it all.
So let's go.
So before getting started, I'll take you way back in history before Kenya was Kenya and Tanzania was so. The name Kenya was actually from the Gikuyu people, which is the largest ethnic group in Kenya. The people are believed to be living around Mount Kenya. By then it was known as the Mount Kirinyaga or Kerenyaga. In short terms, I can say that Kenya was named after the tallest mountain in the country. That is Kirinyaga, simplified into Kenya. As you can see, Kirinyaga, Kenya. There's some K and a Nya somewhere there. Kenya was colonized by the British up to the 12th of December 1963 when the country attained her independence. The date is celebrated as the Independence Day each and every year. Due to this, we can say the country is approximately 59 years with 5 presidents since independence. That is Jomo Kenyatta, who ruled from 1964 to 1979, followed by Daniel Arap Moi, who was the second president of Kenya, and to those who lived in his era can tell he was a no joke. Then Mwai Kibaki was the third president of Kenya, ruled from 2002 to 2013. And we can tell that it was during his era that Kenya faced a grief as a lot of souls were lost due to the deadly 2007 crisis, which resulted to death of over 1,400 people, leaving over 600,000 people displaced from their homes. Uhuru was the 4th president of Kenya and Ruto the 5th. And with all these names mentioned, we can't forget one living legend, Raila Amolo Odinga, who was the co-fighter for multipartyism in the country and reason behind the main relegations in the country then and now. So let's turn the tables to Tanzania. The name Tanzania was as a result of the link up between Tanganyika, which was the mainland, and Zanzibar, which was an island, as per Iqbal, a man who came up with the name Tanzania just after the then president Julius Kambarage Nyerere gave freedom for anyone who could come up with a nice name to give their country just after they had attained independence. Respectively, we can say that the first president of the Republic of Tanzania, Julius Kambarage Nyerere, led the country to her independence 2 years before Kenya's. That is on the 10th of December 1961, making the country 61 years of age. The country has had 6 presidents since independence. That is Julius Kambarage Nyerere, who led from 1965 to 1984, followed by the second president of their country, Ali Hassan Mwinyi, who led from 1985 to 1995, followed by the third president of the country, Benjamin Mkapa, who led from 1995 to 2005, followed by 4th president of the country, Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, who led from 2005 to 2015, John Pombe Magufuli, who died in Sita from 2015 to 2020, then the incumbent president Samia Suluhu Hassan. Just but to mention, Tanzania has never experienced political unrest since the day they attained their independence. This is unlikely to Kenya, whereby in each and every election they carried, political unrest has been their thing. To that level, I can say it's a big up to Tanzania. So let's move to the main agenda of today. What's up with Tanzania and what's up with Kenya? Who's who and who is who? Let's see.
Year of independence.
Through history, we can tell that Tanzania attained her independence earlier before Kenya attained hers. That is, Tanzania attained her independence in 1961 while Kenya attained her independence in 1963, making Tanzania 2 years older than Kenya.
Number of presidents.
Tanzania has had 6 presidents while Kenya has had 5 presidents since their respective independence.
Capital cities.
Kenya's capital city, Nairobi City, is the largest in East and Central Africa, making it most adorable of all times. While Dar es Salaam, mostly known as Dar, is the largest in Tanzania.
Statistical factors.
Under statistical factors, we're going to talk about the land area statistics and the population statistics. To begin with land area statistics, Tanzania has an outstanding landscape which can be equal to the summation of all the East African countries. That is Rwanda, Burundi, Kenya and Uganda. Together, they can fit in the Tanzania land. The country has an outstanding area of about 945,087 square miles, which is contrary to Kenya's, which is 582,646, making Tanzania 1.6 times bigger than Kenya. Under the population statistical factors, the recent records by the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics shows that Kenya has a total population of 57,141,020 people living in the country, while Tanzania's Bureau of Statistics shows that the country has 63,430,000 people living in the country. So due to these researches or these statistical records, it shows that over 5 million people more live in Tanzania land than in Kenya.
Recreational factors.
Did did you know Tanzania is home to most of Africa's heritage? That is, such as the tallest mountain in Africa, which is the highest freestanding mountain in the world. The Serengeti National Park, which is also one of the national parks found in Tanzania, is one of the 7 wonders of the world. In addition to that, Tanzania homes the world's second largest lake, that is Lake Victoria. The Ngorongoro crater is one of the best places to see the big 5, that is the lion, the elephant, the rhino, the buffalo, the cheetah. With all of 30% of the Tanzania's land is made up of national parks. On the other hand, Kenya has 53 wildlife reserves, with the Masai Mara known widely for its uniqueness of the migrating wildebeests. The second tallest mountain in Africa, it's Mount Kenya. Lake Turkana is world's largest desert lake. And did you know the only city in the world that houses national park is Nairobi City? With all of these, Kenya is tagged as the world's leading safari destination.
Sports, culture, and infrastructure.
Kenya is home to the world's best long-distance runners. When I say best long-distance runners, I know a name like David Rudisha, Eliud Kipchoge runs in your brain. I think you must have heard of Wangari Maathai. That woman was the first woman to ever win the Nobel Peace Prize. She was a Kenyan. Lupita Nyong'o, where does she come from? Lupita Nyong'o is a Kenyan Luo girl, having won the Oscars award. She was framed as the best female artist of the year. Kenya has also produced some of the world's best players. Someone like Victor Wanyama. That name isn't new in your brain. So on the other hand, Tanzania also have done the same. Player like Samata, that name is not new in your brain. Even though Tanzania has not produced that much great impact to the world, the country is at its level of upbringing more and more.
Music.
Tanzania produces some of the most recognized African musician. A person like Diamond Platnumz, Rayvanny. When I talk about those names, I know it's not something new. Ali Kiba, Harmonize, and many other. Those names are not new in your brain. Kenya too has not been left behind. It's producing, even though not as Tanzania does. For instance, the group known as Sauti Sol, globally known. Calligraph Jones, Nyashinsky, those are international artists. So for today, I'm going to stop there. So comment down below
What's your talk about?
stuff that I brought to you.